Well, almost a month ago to the day, a group of San Diego high school football players traveled to Mexico City to play in the America's Bowl. Matt Gilson tagged along to document the cultural pigskin exchange. Here's part one of his series, Pigskin and Pyramids.
Have you ever seen the Pyramid of the Sun? Ever let the mariachi music move you? Have you ever worn the red, white, and blue? Then swapped jerseys with a player from another country? Have you ever eaten a cricket?
1, 2, 3.
Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but the point is, I know 45 kids who, a month ago, hadn't done many of those things. And now, for the rest of their lives, they can point back to this trip and say, I've been there, so maybe I can go here, and I've done that, so maybe I can do this. But of course, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Wind the clock back to 6:30 Thursday morning, January 18th. The San Diego Stars and Stripes took a walk across the border to the Tijuana airport. Their destination, Mexico City, for a matchup with the Mexican U19 national team in the 3rd annual America's Bowl, and invited along to document the adventure for the team. Yours truly,
This thing on?
and photographer extraordinaire, Jose Martinez.
We're here to cover a football game, but it's much more than that.
As we went wheels up, a couple players got to experience the miracle of flight for the very first time.
The takeoff was epic. Like, we went to like 0 to like 400 real quick.
We just take off, I was like, oh.
We got above the clouds, and then I looked down, and I was like, whoa.
Back on solid ground, we hopped on the bus for an hour-long ride to our hotel, and I found myself glued to the scene rolling by on the other side of the window. And I wasn't alone.
Every time we drive, I just stare out the window and just look and just learn, see different communities, different environments, try to soak as much as possible.
That night, our one camera from the PPR was joined by more than 10 from south of the border as the two teams met the media.
Welcome, Gaby. How do you feel being here in Mexico?
Excelente.
¿Hablas español?
Sí.
Perfecto.
It's a pleasure to have that team. They love football, we love football, and it's going to be a great opportunity for us.
We're here to obviously enhance the game, try to raise the comparative awareness to the states that, you know, Mexico is a sleeping giant when it comes to American football.
Competitions, better football in Mexico, better football in Mexico.
Friday morning, football at just over 7,000 feet.
I think everyone a little surprised with the elevation, kind of sucking wind with the warm-up.
No joke. This elevation's no joke. That's you, and hit.
No matter if it's a friendly competition, they say we're going to work hard, they're going to work hard, and we definitely want to come out with the win.
Coaches sat us down last night and told us that we need to focus up some more, or else they're actually going to beat us because they're pretty good.
That afternoon, a cruise through the Technicolor sights and sounds of Xochimilco.
This is my first time ever in Mexico, like in any area of Mexico, or even Tijuana or anything. I've never been in Mexico before. Interacting with the other boats and just saying hi to them and everything like that, like it's awesome because then you kind of get a sense of like what their life is like.
For the nightcap, a tandem team dinner. That's Eric Fisher, head coach of UDLAP, a perennial power in Mexican college football. Alex King spent some FaceTime with him, talking about the suddenly very real idea of continuing his American football career in Mexico.
I do have a few offers at NAIA, but having the opportunity to have a full education paid for down here is totally different, and it's an opportunity I'm willing to seek.
And everyone spent some time taking selfies, making loud noises, and sizing up the opposition.
We got size, I think, and now that I see San Diego guys, I think we're not so bad at the size. We're going to defend this country, we're going to represent this country, so it's not a small deal, it's a big deal.
Coming up in part 2, game day has arrived. See it all from pregame to postgame, Tuesday night on the All Sports Report. This is Matt Gilson, KUSI Sports.